All right, we are recording. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to turn. I'm going to talk to the camera. I can still see that. We will take a sip of water. We will smile and we'll say, welcome to Jenn's writing world. If you have a story to tell, you are in the right place. Let's do it 10 minutes at a time. All right, so this is episode 1. So I'm going to take a moment to introduce myself. I'm Jenn. This is my writing world. I am a generalist. I've written millions of words, published very few of them, but that's one of the reasons why I made this channel. I want to publish more. I want you to publish more. And the first step to doing that is to write more. So I want us all to write more, and then I want us to edit more, and then I want us to publish more. Kind of a 3-step thing. Marketing is in there too. Not my strong suit. I'm sure there are awesome people out there who know how to market. I have friends who are very good at it. And in the future, we'll deal with that too. Today, I just want to write. What do I write? Well, I am not genre specific. I write flash fiction. I write short stories. I write full-length novels. I write mysteries. I dabble in romance, not my strong suit. I write middle grade fantasies. I write whatever comes to my mind, and since it seems like my mind is a conduit for thousands of characters that live in the universe and love to come and talk to me, I have a lot of things on my mind. And all I basically do is put my fingers on the keyboard, the characters talk to me, and I type. I rarely think that I come up with it on my own. So, you, hopefully, want to be a writer, are published, are at some stage in the writing game. And so whatever type of writer I am, that doesn't matter. I want you to be the type of writer that you are. The only thing that we're going to do together is we're going to write, because without words on the page, we can't get to that publishing stage. And I think that's where we all want to be. So the point of this channel is to encourage everyone to write. In a little while, we're going to be doing 10 minutes of writing together. I'm going to write, you're going to write, and we're going to get words on the page. The other part of this channel that I'm hoping to build is a community of writers who are cheerleaders for each other, who encourage each other, who say, did you write today? And we can say, oh no, I haven't written today. And they're like, you gotta write, you gotta write. And so if we can build a group and where the only purpose is, did you get words on the page today? Hooray for you. Do you have a question? Hooray. There are so many wonderful Facebook groups and probably other YouTube pages that encourage the craft of the writing, the technical aspects, and tens of thousands of people ask questions there and get their questions answered. I will be finding some of those for you. Those will fall under the tools that I want to talk about every week. Here, though, it is active. Here, you can ask questions if you want, and other people will find you answers. But what I want is for you to write, to put words on the page, in the computer, in the digital recorder. However it is that you get the words out, that is what we're doing here. We are writing. Writing is a verb. We are going to actively write. I'm going to put out videos on Tuesday and Friday. That is only 20 minutes of writing a week. But if you are for some reason procrastinating on your writing or thinking that you can't write yet because you're not ready, well, that 20 minutes is more than 0, and every minute counts. Even if you can only do 2 minutes, only do 5 minutes, maybe you do 10 minutes, and then, oh my gosh, I'm in the groove, and you go and you do 15, 20, 30 minutes of writing. All of it counts. So I hope that you will join me on Tuesdays and Fridays and write for 10 minutes together with me. And the cool thing about YouTube is you can then go and play them again whenever you want. Hopefully you'll find these entertaining enough that you'll want to do them again and again. But if all you want is the 10-minute writing segment where I sit there and I write and that encourages you to write, in the show notes down below, I will have the time where that 10 minutes of writing starts and you can go right to that spot and you can start writing. Now, I'm going to talk about tools, books, YouTube's channels, Facebook groups, programs, anything that will help you to write. But remember one important thing. They're not necessary. They might be helpful. And I do encourage you to read books on writing. But all you need is a way to get words out of your head and onto the page. Hopefully you're not drawing blood to do this, but I don't care how you do it. Everything else is extra. Just remember that. So if you don't have the right book, if you don't have Scrivener, if you haven't joined that perfect Facebook group, none of that matters. Put words on the page. Once they're on the page, they can be fixed. While they're in your head, it's a little harder to fix them. Not that you can't do some walking or the dishes or take a shower and rearrange those words. And we'll talk about how to do that also. So you have words, you have tools. There's one more little bit, and I admit that it's kind of a passion of mine, and that's grammar. And many of you might have gone, oh no, not grammar. She's going to talk about grammar. Slow down. I am not going to bombard you with grammar. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make this as simple as possible. In each episode, I'm going to talk about one itty bitty little grammar tip. And I mean, so small, it's going to take us like 10 episodes just to get through the comma. That's how small we're going to go. And my hope is that you'll understand that little tip at the end of when I talk about it, and you will be able to immediately apply it to your 10 minutes of writing. So maybe you'll be going along and you'll be like, wait, she just talked about that. Oh, I'll do it this way. Now, in first drafts, as you all know, we can toss internal editors out the window, and we can toss grammar out the window if we want. We're just getting words onto the page. But let me give you a little hint. You have to edit it eventually. It's a lot easier to edit when it's comprehensible. And by that, when you have basic grammar in your first draft. In your second draft, you might have to fix all of those commas that you forgot, but at least you don't have to take all the fragments and turn them into complete sentences, because you understand what complete sentences are, and therefore that's already done. It just makes the editing part, when we get there, a whole lot easier. Plus, and I know you're not going to believe me, but grammar is fun. Using it properly makes your words mean more. And I think we all want our words to mean something. Also, the whole point of writing down these words is for other people to understand them and to enjoy them and to maybe be changed by them. And you know what? If you misuse grammar, it's really easy to be disregarded. Oh, you didn't know how to spell there properly, and so I'm not going to listen to anything you have to say. Or I start this mystery novel, but my goodness, how many times do they put a sentence fragment in? Or they put a comma in the wrong place. Well, obviously the story's not that good. And then they put your book down. And yes, you're saying, I have editors. They will fix all of this. Let me tell you, your editors should be looking for the nitty-gritty. And whether or not you put a comma in the right place is really not nitty-gritty. It is the basics. And so if I can get you to conquer the basics, then you can find an awesome editor who will then turn your book from good to amazing. But they should not have to turn your book from okay to amazing. That's a lot to ask of anybody. So let's get your words to be good words, and then we can make them great words. And grammar is part of that. Now you know all about me, my channel, and my grand plans for our writing. I mean it when I say I hope you have as much writing success as I plan to. If that sounds like a worthy writing goal, I hope you'll join me on Tuesday for 10 minutes of writing. Tuesday is just the start though. Wednesday, I'm going to have a video about a cool writing tool. A hint, it's a book. Thursday, yes, you got to come back Thursday too, because that's when I give my grammar tip. Don't miss it. And Friday, we'll write for 10 more minutes. So writing on Tuesday, writing on Friday, tools on Wednesday, grammar on Thursday. 4 days out of your week, you come join me, and together we're going to become better, more accomplished writers. That's what we want. So I hope you'll subscribe to my channel and hit the bell down below so you get a notification when my next video comes up. Hint, even though tomorrow is Monday, there will be a special short video. Clicking on the like button below would make my day, since I know I have a lot to learn about making YouTube videos. The best way that you can help me along with subscribing and hitting the bell and maybe hitting the like button if you want, is to tell your friends. This channel is about community, it's about active writing, and the more people we can get to write in these 10-minute segments, the more writers we'll see have success. And I think that's what we all want. Until tomorrow, when I put out a video that has a tour of my writing space so that hopefully you can find yours, I encourage you to write, write, write.